Southside, can't get enough, can't get enough. East, worldwide, ride out. Nah, I ain't got no kids yet, but this right here's for practice. I hate to get the seats in the bins wet, but that's how good your ass is. Make an old man get his glasses, make Wesley pay his taxes, then follow your moves all week on Twitter. Probably make a gay nigga reconsider. You're now rockin' with the best, man. Dress game down to the sex game. Won't grab, but the boy been blessed, man. Let you play with the stick, Ovechkin. She calling, she texting, she's falling, but let me explain. Gotta tell your old boyfriend skate, girl, cause a nigga don't play them X games. No.
It's poppin', it's my skin. I begin and take a breath. And all adrenaline rushes to my head. And I'm not in my comfort zone. Wanna back up and all in love right now. Well, my head is in the clouds. Get my white tiger. Roller coaster. White tiger.
I can't get enough of what you got. Good God, you hit the spot. Try to let go, but I just cannot. So don't you stop, I need that. Glow, try to cold, hotter, even way out in London town. Hoes holler cause they love my sound. And I got love for the underground. Quali, Pimp C, H-Town will bung it down. Met a bad bitch that'll cut all night, that'll suck all night. You just cut off lights. Almost missed my flight, tryna get my last little nut, alright. She be down for whatever, whenever I wanna get up in the guts, alright. Never fuss or fight, on the grind tryna find this let ace. I love it when you give me head, I hate it when you give me headaches.
It's poppin', it's my skin.
Hello.
Begin and take a breath.
Hello. What's up? So we are live back again with another live stream, and I dropped off Elden Ring today because that game is taking too long. बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम ले रहा है यार वो. So I was like, fuck it, I won't do it today on stream. So I thought, why not play some really another games because we are a gamer. We are gamers. Okay. Alright. So yeah. बंद कर दो गाने को अब. So yeah, we are live. again. आओ देखे थोड़ी देर दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है. देखते हैं दुनिया में. What is Impu doing? Let's learn some one block.
जब तक कोई और बाहर निकल जा रहा है यार, बाद में कर लेंगे, छोड़. 2 गाय मर गई मेरी, 1 गाय है बेचारी अब.
ये किसी गाय है?
मैं नहीं मारा है गाय को. पूरा हो गया ये तो. बहुत ज्यादा ही. डायमंड.
क्या क्या बवासीर निकल के आ रहा है बे.
भाई फेंस के आगे वाला साइड ब्लॉक लगा दे, उसको ऊपर चढ़ा दे.
ओह अगर भाई ये ठीक है.
डायमंड चेस्ट में रख.
मैंने देखा था जाया भी खेल रही है. लेट्स सी. जाया भी खेल रही थी एल्डन रिंग. Part 8.
एंड मेरा इंटरनेट आई गेस
Oh,
डाउन
the
हो गया था
the color matches, bro.
वेबसाइट्स लोड नहीं हो रहे थे एंड एवरीथिंग वाज effed up. I hope everything is fine now.
Sorry.
मतलब literally dude, this Geo is so bad.
Why?
So bad. Like,
I also
guys,
use Geo, hello?
Don't get Geo ever. Just don't.
I also use Geo.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
I also use Geo. मेरे को तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है यार कभी.
I hope ये दूसरा स्ट्रीम नहीं क्रिएट किया. लाइक एक ही स्ट्रीम पे ही कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं हम. नहीं तो फिर कैसे होता है ना कि वो एंड कर देता है एंड देन फिर दूसरा स्ट्रीम चालू कर देता है. देन फिर लाइक ऐसे मल्टीपल छोटे छोटे पार्ट्स वाले स्ट्रीम्स हो जाते हैं. नहीं, ओके, इट्स गुड. वेर गुड. सो गाइज, आज के स्ट्रीम के लिए आज का स्ट्रीम आई एम एब्सोल्युटली ड्रेडिंग बिकॉज just found out that there's spiders in Elden Ring and they are in the shape of hands. Yep, these hands. Not at all looking forward to playing this game anymore. if those spiders are gonna be like in more than one area, yeah, I am really stressed at the moment. थोड़ा सा गाना बढ़ा देते हैं, you know, so that मेरा stress थोड़ा सा कम जाए.
नहीं वो नहीं, वो इसमें चूड़ीदार वाला है. Okay. Elden Ring 18 ruins every 10 seconds, 6.5 miles an hour, no fighting. Okay. What else is happening? Oh, by the way, आशिक पाजी ने बताया कि क्या बोलते हैं, वो हो रहा है आज से एपेक्स आ रहा है मोबाइल में. लाइक हाँ देखे थोड़ा बहुत व्हाट द गेम प्लेज मैंने वैसे देखा था. राका भाई खेल रहे थे. ट्रेलर चाहिए मेरे को. अबे इतनी देर का ही है क्या? ट्रेलर देखते गाइस. गेम ट्रेलर्स, लॉन्च ट्रेलर. ओके.
I'm sure my mom was just trying to protect me. Now that there's only one of us left, I thought it was time I heard the stories. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Oh, transition, bro.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. But it had to end one way or another.
What Remains of Edith Finch. April 25. Nice. I like the trailer though. The trailer, it's a little suspense. I guess suspense वाली गेम है ये. मैंने देखा तरह का खेल रहा था. अबे very emotional अच्छा.
और नीचे कुछ बना रखा है. शीशा नहीं. ओ ये रहा. ओल्डेस्ट वन.
ज़्यादा देर की गेम नहीं है. I can finish this on one stream. हाँ आजा. Let's not waste further times. Empty recycle bin गई. मुझे क्या पड़ा है? Yeah. ओ भाई चलो तेज आवाज थी यार. Okay, sensitivity कम है.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you.
Life of Strange
And I'm
type
sorry
है.
about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Okay. Start beginning with the house. ओह ये क्या है बे? अल्ट्रा फोकस वैल्यू. ये क्या है बे? 25 to 35
I
है
lived
क्या?
here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Right?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
अरे धक्का मार दी भाई तो. मैं तो gently open. ओ भाई हम लोग देहरादून आ गए guys. We are in Dehradun and
In
Mussoorie.
a will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
What's from here? तो यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है गाइस, मेरी आंखों में बाइनोकुलर है बे।
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
ऐसा है क्या?
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Okay. Is it so? No worries, we'll get the answers. Don't worry, baby doll. We're gonna call this baby doll, okay?
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints. Driven? Oh, reindeer. गाइस रेंडियर ले लूँ क्या सेंटा क्लॉज के साथ में डील करके? बेबी डॉल थोड़ा तेज चलो बेबी डॉल प्लीज। ओ भाई तेरा भाई बास्केटबॉल चैंपियन भाई। मैं तो पानी में गिर सकता हूँ क्या? हेलो कार भी देखो, नई नवेली कार, धूल भी लग रही भाई कार पे तो।
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
ऐसा है क्या? ये ऊपर क्या है बे? गाइस ट्री हाउस, बिकॉज इट्स बिटवीन ट्रीज। वो क्या है? कुर्सी पड़ी है बे। अभी ये क्या है बे? और आगे जा सकते हैं क्या हम लोग? ठीक है, घर में घुसने से पहले विल एक्सप्लोर द प्लेसेस। Can we go further? No, we can't. Okay. अरे सॉरी, मैं उसकी आवाज़ कॉपी करना चाह रहा था। गैराज में गाड़ी खड़ी है क्या भागने के लिए?
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Follow baby. Baby doll is home.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
Please don't make it a horror game.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. Where to go now? पीछे वाला दरवाजा, वो तो दरवाजा मैंने देखा था। तो क्या? भाई तो इतनी वीरान इलाके में घर है तुम्हारा, फटेगी तो किसी की भी। चाबी लगा बिटिया। अब जाना कहाँ है? लाइटें चल रही है यहाँ तो। फुल RGB घर है भाई। क्या पीछे का भी कोई रास्ता है क्या? हॉरर गेम तो नहीं होगी बिकॉज आई एम रेस्ट्रिक्टेड टू फ्यू प्लेसेस। अरे कहाँ जाना है अली? वो ये क्या है?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
भाई ये सब जंगी नहीं खाए भाई अली, 11 साल से बन गया जो। इस मेरी ग्राफिक्स क्वालिटी क्या है? अल्ट्रा। ओके। वो कितना प्यारा म्यूजिक है रे। मेन मेन्यू कितना बढ़िया म्यूजिक है गाइस।
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Okay, so according to my guess till now, इसके mom dad मर चुके हैं, and she's coming back to the house because she
The
wants to
table was
endure
still a
those
wreck from
moments.
the night we left.
The table's still right from the night we left. Yeah, exactly. Seems to be like that only.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
I like the subtitles which are coming on
Nothing
to
in the
this.
house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Okay. There's so many books. वो मेरी तरह ही है. You like reading books? But I'll go downstairs in a while. तेरा भाई चक्का चला रहा है बे.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
वो भाई ग्रैंडपा पूरा कारीगर थे बे. ये दरवाजा लॉक्ड है.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Okay, so इसका भाई भी था and he's also dead. Okay, we're on to the.
Instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
ये कैसी आवाज है?
After Louis started working at the cannery, we all got pretty sick of salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Oh. Okay, so we need to go upstairs, right?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. Edie's father Odin built the original house.
Okay.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay, so basically this house was built by somebody else, but they took over.
My grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh, the key was for this.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, that's a nice bedroom, dude.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Maybe something more here, no?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. I kept eating and eating.
What?
I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
Oh,
I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
अबे आजा इतनी देर से घूम रही इधर उधर.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
Oh, and she died?
Suddenly, I was an owl.
What?
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Oh, she got one rabbit.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Owls
I
can't
swallowed
see.
him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? Can't survive here. हम लोग को यहाँ से निकलना है। मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है ये लड़की की मनगढ़ंत कहानियाँ।
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
The fuck is happening, bro? Bro, why can't I eat this?
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Is this snake?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, क्या रहा है?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rust. Belly with a rust.
Bro, बगल क्या हो रहा है?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
वो ये तो इसी का रूम है.
I got closer and closer. All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here. This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
वो एल्डन रिंग पागल हो क्या? एल्डन रिंग अभी खत्म हो जाएगा.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
What is this bathroom, bro?
It was a pretty big trace.
अजय वैसे क्या बस नहीं हाँ अब खेलूंगा मैं खेलूंगा आज खेल रहा था मैं एल्डन रिंग ऑफ स्ट्रीम खेल रहा था.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Okay.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
खेलूंगा अरे मेरा मन नहीं था एल्डन रिंग खेलने का मेरा मन था कि एक स्टोरी मोड गेम खेली जाए अच्छी जिसमें बिल्कुल चिल हो That's why I wanted to play this.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, he swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Alvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
ओके मम्मी बुला रही बे रुको इसको कैल्विन ली ए कैल्विन चलो डिनर करो मम्मी बुला रही चलो So do I have to keep swinging?
Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Bro, कितना ऊपर जा रहा हूँ मैं?
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
क्या होगा? ये गिरेगा, कुछ होगा? हेलो, वो गिर गया.
The day he made up his mind to
वो
fly,
गिर मर गया.
and he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay, now what? Oh. Oh भाई, खुफिया कर रही तो. Pumpkin.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, ये तो लोग वापस आ गए बारबरा के रूम में तो.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
एक बीच में भी तो रूम था, उसमें भी जाना. Wait. Oh, अच्छा, she's unlocking all the doors.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
कुछ तो होगा बारबरा के रूम में भी. Which I'm not aware about. Oh, ये रूम
I
तो
never
देखा ही
thought about
कहाँ
how
भी.
hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Here's another gas station.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages.
There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Okay. Yeah, lady.
Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Secret method काम है guys.
She played her part beautifully.
यहाँ से विंडो से जा सकते हैं ना हम लोग.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. Wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
भाई खताई strong है Barbara. Good shit. Go Barbara, go.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Okay.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
पीछे कोई है.
Oh dear.
You were wonderful. The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
The fuck?
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I guess हम लोग को अब नीचे जाना पड़ेगा और वहाँ से वो की उठानी पड़ेगी.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Night already, baby doll. You should sleep. यार लेकिन इसका क्या कनेक्शन है भाई?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
So dark.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Oh, Walter, है ये?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
But I
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
सही बात है.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
खेलोगे वैलो नहीं
Maybe
रहे.
I got tired.
By the way, welcome to the stream. अभी नहीं, अभी हम
Maybe I
playing this
just
bro.
got
कैसी
tired
बात
of
है
being
करते?
afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Ooh.
I know it's out there somewhere.
Somewhere far away.
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Okay. So basically
Whatever's
he's out.
there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh, he died this way. Walter, 1952 to 2005. Walter
Walter
Finch.
died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Okay, there's nothing here. It's funny how the what do we say? The
Maybe she was afraid I
subtitles
didn't
come up
like
where you
Walter.
need to go. Like the game is guiding you
But
directly.
if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two,
But what
I thought
happened
it
to
was
Edith?
time I heard the stories for myself.
वॉल्टर ऐसे मरा है, बारबरा वैसे मरी है,
Found out
मॉली
what
वैसे
happened
मरी
to
है.
everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh. एक सेकंड रुकना गाइस, एक सेकंड. let's continue. Here, why now? What happened
I don't know if I
to?
should even be writing this.
What? मतलब मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Oh, automatic lights. Damn.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Automatic lights भी.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
So lately we are on the same page. Oh.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
We can't go any further. वो क्या नाम था उसके? कैल्विन. हाँ कैल्विन. बारबरा ओडिन तो चलो वैसे ही मर गया था. हाँ हम लोग को पता करना है ईडिथ कैसे मरी. लुइस अभी नहीं मिला है, मिल्टन नहीं मिला है, गस नहीं मिला है, डॉन नहीं मिला है और ग्रेगरी नहीं मिला है अभी. एडी भी नहीं मिली है. एडी की लेकिन डेट तो है ना, तो बस.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
तो अच्छा इधर जाना सब. यार वही ना.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but...
It's okay.
The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Lucy
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Sorry.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Edie Finch. Gwen Finch. Calvin Finch. Molly Finch. Barbara Finch, but there's no Edith here. Edith नहीं है यहाँ पे.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh, ये वो होंगी दोनों माँ.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
I guess our job here is done.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Is it like इसकी mom भी एक Finch थी? Lewis is
She
here.
lost 2 of her brothers, just
Sanjay
like I
Kumar,
did.
what the fuck?
I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Okay. Sanjay Kumar, ये तो Indian है बे.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
मुझे ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है कि इसकी मॉम भी एक फिंच ही थी, like Miss Finch.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
What? She was pregnant? Excuse
I
me.
never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Okay. Okay. Oh भाई, cool दद्दू हैं तो. Oh, we always kept clicking pictures.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's okay. Got it.
तेरा भाई
Take some
photographer.
pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious.
Oh.
Doesn't being out here make
The
you want to chill
focus,
out?
bro.
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
ये करना क्या है?
You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo. Could have been.
अरे किसकी फोटो खींचनी है भाई?
Don.
भाई पता ही नहीं चल रहा भाई. Finally.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your... Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. Great shot, Dawn!
भाई ये गलत बात है.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh. Oh, this is how... Who is he? Sam died, right? Okay, got
Of all
it.
these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
This is how Sam died, okay. Good.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Okay, this is Gregory's room. Sam got divorced.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Hold on, sweetie.
Time to hold on.
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
तारे जमीन पे भाई.
Whatever it was, he saw.
भाई तो फुल तारे जमीन पर है भाई.
It sure made him happy.
सीधा करना है क्या? नहीं.
Silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Oh, he's shanked.
Understand about Gregory, about everything.
अच्छा ये भाई वो पानी के अंदर.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too.
Okay, got it.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Okay, Gregory ऐसे मरा. Only Gus and Dawn is left, and Edie. It's a Lewis Milton की तो बचेंगे. Okay, got it. भाई कैसी मौत हुई है?
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet. A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
ओ भाई कितना अच्छा है भाई.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Make him cry.
ओके इसकी शादी हो गई है गस की. नहीं गस की नहीं, सैम पता नहीं किसी की शादी हो रही है.
the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Really?
The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
But Gus बाहर रहा.
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
ऐसा ही है.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
बट हुआ क्या उसके बाद? ओह अच्छा.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
This is how Gus died, okay.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus. My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay, इसके ये half Indian है.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Okay, Louis इसका भाई है.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
इसकी mom भी Finch थी. See, how I can say this is Edie here. Edie was a Finch. मतलब Finch family से थी. तो इसकी जो mom थी, वो भी Finch family से ही थी. Got it. Oh.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
पर ये तो जाने तो और जानना वाली मिक्स है भाई. इसका भाई नहीं होता पेंटर. ये में मरा नहीं होता obviously. Okay, Milton. Let's see how Milton died.
Milton
Magic
Finch in
paintbrush.
the magic paintbrush.
Oh. Yes, so he painted a door. Basically, he painted a hidden door.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Okay.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
ये painted door कहीं होगा. Painted door होगा ना कहीं पे.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
I can't go from here. Okay. अभी तक हम लोग को पता नहीं है मिल्टन की डेथ कैसे हुई.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
यहीं से रास्ता है.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Okay, he was a fan of smoking hookah.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
High school diploma. Uttar Island Regional High School. Louis Finch. Oh, Halka the Indian music.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Okay.
Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Oh,
But he
good
took it very
touch.
seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Okay, so he was building an empire basically.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Wait a second, wait. What? Achha.
Conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Abhi what tough hai?
New Louisville.
Louisville?
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Bro, मतलब ये क्या हो रहा है? मतलब what in the actual hell is happening with this
Until
dude?
one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
कर रहे हैं, सबर करो।
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Oh, choices भी हैं इसके अंदर।
The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows.
Oh, ये तो हिंदी का वो संस्कृत का पार्चमेंट है भाई।
He followed the sound of her silver harp.
वो नहीं था जैसे ग्रंथ लिखे गए हैं वैसी वाली स्क्रिप्ट है ये देखो लेफ्ट में।
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
अब तो ये क्यों करना है?
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
भाई तीन एक साथ फेंक दी भाई।
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
But then the fate chose him. Obviously, I'm enjoying the game.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. Waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
तेरा भाई रेड कार्पेट पे चल रहा है भाई।
Bend down his head.
मर जाएगा. मर जाएगा.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Bro. Sorry.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Okay, so now we are only left with Dawn and Eddie. Okay. Let's go.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Oh.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
But why? Obviously, she was heartbroken, dude. Understandable. But
what happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
okay, we're going to the Edith room, I guess. Edith's room.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Okay. Oh, मैं ही Edith हूँ.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Okay, इसकी mom और grandma की लड़ाई हुई. Okay, Edith has to go somewhere.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sailed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it.
Oh, see, chota touch.
But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh, sick. When she started getting sick a lot, or pura wo fade ho gaya.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Me?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Bro, I got goosebumps, bro.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
What? Oh, she said she was pregnant. Oh, Edith also died, bro. Bro, I got goosebumps, bro. I got goosebumps, bro. Bro, I got goosebumps. क्या खेल रहे हो भाई साहब? Bro, I'm playing What Remains of Edith Finch. It's done. For Shelley Delas, 1942 Eandel. Oh, this is a real life story? No, okay, it's not. Oh, it feels so good, dude. इन्होंने जो भी डेवलपर्स, राइटर्स, आर्टिस्ट सबकी बचपन की फोटो डाली। Bro, I was goosebumps at the end, bro. ऐसा आज तक नहीं हुआ पता कि थी स्टोरी में। Still have goosebumps. Still have goosebumps. Bro, if you can see, bro, if you can see, I still have goosebumps. Bro, how much time did it take? 1 hour 52 minutes, bro. That too, not completely. Corey Davis. Craig Pryor, environment artist. Christian Alt Mirano, Hugh Veritas, Dan Valvo, Holly Rothrock. I'm just waiting. Is there any post-credit scenes? Steve Green, Jeff Russo, Yardo, Ortiz Pro, Andrew Adela. Oh, this looks like Joey. I don't know. Ben Esposito, Keith Curate, Melissa Fuss, Eric Pinto, G-Key, Shiki. This one. Are we done? Yep. Annapurna Interactive. Megan Ellison. Nathan Gary. Neeleham Rajani. Kim Rajani. Jeff Lagaski, Jordan Marks, Deborah Marks, James Massey, Hector Sanchez, in the loving memory of Louis Finch, the Edith Finch team, 2012 to 2017. The end. Yay! Bro. It was so good, bro. Preach. It's a really good, really amazing story, to be honest.
1000 likes में unboxing. देखते क्या है. मैं really excited हूँ यार. I'm really excited यार. Guys, हमने सालों भर CSGO खेला है, लेकिन एक नाइफ भी नहीं दिया है यार. नाम क्या है उसका? गेबन भाई, रोहित गेम्स. ये देख रहे, इतनी बड़ी प्यार, इतनी बड़ी डब्बा. वैसे 2 महीने तो ये उधर ही स्टॉक था. इसके अंदर 40 खत्म. है ठीक है. 2 फ्लेट गोली बजे. ठीक है, 2 फ्लेट गोली बजे दे दो यार. 2 फुटी क्लोज.
I finished the game, Suzanne. It's a really nice game, dude. If you really want to play, if you really want to play this game, just go for it, dude. It's a really nice game. It's a really nice game. What do we do now? Who's ass still playing Elden Ring?
But this guy is stronger. Not stronger than me though. Beast liver. ओ भाई वहाँ ऊपर क्या है?
See how serious she looks right now. See how serious she looks.
Fire you light will correspond to
Valo
the fire
Khelo.
near the
Yeah,
center.
I'm gonna
All
play
the
something.
for
Wait.
boss fight, yes, the same light once you light.
सिर्फ देख रहा था अभी. I'll play. Don't worry.
Oh my goodness. Some parkour that we need to do here. And I think
Squad है क्या? Nope. Phoenix streaming. Elden Ring Day 12. ये बहुत आगे पहुंच गई है यार.
Lobster, I'm gonna smash you. And then...
Full trigger होती है भाई ये पता है.
Here, you vibe, lobby, lobster.
Full trigger होती है पता है गेम में.
In...
ये मैंने सब्सक्राइब नहीं करा था.
What can I do? Hello Neil, hi, welcome to the stream. Nothing happened, so do not go and watch my past stream. So basically I am farming here. I killed this monster like 100 times already, and these monsters are giving me quite a good amount of ruins, so which is a very good thing. Will he? Okay, time's around.
So Kono is also here. क्या मिला इसको?
किसने बोला? कौन सा मीम है गाइस?
लड़की को जेड रहा है. जेड
मीम सच में?
जेड मतलब XED मतलब जेड क्या कहना चाह रहा है ब्रो? मैं समझा नहीं. अरे क्या बवासीर रिकमेंड होता है भाई.
And I'm not in my comfort, I wanna back up and not in love right now. Well, my head is in the clouds, in my
Cold world. Southside, can't get enough.
गेम खेलो चुपचाप. अरे खेलेंगे रे खेलेंगे.
West side, worldwide.
क्या हो गया भाई? मैं सिर्फ भाई सचान भाई मैं गेम नहीं खेलने आता हूँ सिर्फ यार. Not that kind of a person कि जो सिर्फ गेम खेलेगा और चला जाएगा. I never will be. I come, I see. अगर मेरे 1,000, 10,000, 100K, 1 million भी हो गए ना तभी मैं आऊँगा, पहले लोगों से बात करूँगा. Then only I'm gonna start playing. Well, what's wrong in seeing a girl? अगर आप वो कहना चाह रहे हो तो. भाई मैं इससे आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहा भाई. कॉपीराइट लगेगा सब. नहीं रे, इट्स नॉन कॉपीराइट. और लग भी है क्या है. ठीक है, क्लेम नहीं आएगा ना. जैसे कौन सा मैं पैसा कमा रहा हूँ अभी.
Good God, you hit the spot. Try to let go, but I just cannot. So don't you stop, I need that. Glow, try to cold, hotter, even way out in London town. Hoes holler 'cause they love my sound. And I got love for the underground. Quality, Pimp C, H-Town will bring it down. Met a bad bitch that'll cut all night, that'll suck all night. You just cut off lights. Almost missed my flight, trying to get my last little nut, alright. She be down for whatever, whenever I wanna get up in the guts, alright. Never fuss or fight, on the grind trying to find this lead ace. I love it when you give me head, I hate it when you give me headaches.
हाँ भाई, आप सुजान भैया पहली बार आए मेरी स्ट्रीम पे। मैं कॉपीराइट सॉन्ग्स बजाता ही रहता हूँ। आई रियली डोंट केयर राइट नाउ कॉपीराइट। वैसे तो इस गाने पे नहीं आएगा, एंड आई नो दैट, बट मेरी पुरानी जितनी सारी स्ट्रीम उठा के देख लो पिछले 3 हफ्ते की, मैं सब में कॉपीराइट लगा हुआ सारी स्ट्रीम्स पे। ये तो खेल रहा है, डैम।
एक किल हो गया।
वाइपर ले लो, ठीक है रे। है तो स्मोक्स हैं तो अपने पास, वाइपर ही क्या जरूरत है। Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello, who is online?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? KGF के अपना क्यों अकेले खेल रहा है? ऐसे ही रहे, इट्स माय चॉइस। ऐसा क्या होगा कि अकेले खेल रहा हूँ तो इट्स अ प्रॉब्लम? ऐसा थोड़ी है। मुझे अकेले खेलना पसंद है।
Right here.
Elbow walled है।
Spike planted.
जेट भी बैक ऑफ साइड है। हेलो स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर्स, हाउ आर यू डूइंग? नाइस लास्ट हीरो फेस से सामने। अरे फेस द फक। हेलो स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर्स, हाउ आर यू डूइंग? अबे ये क्या हुआ? व्हाट द फक? अरे तुम लोग कुछ दिख नहीं रहा होगा स्ट्रीम स्नाइप करने। वेट, ओ वेट, दिख तो रहा होगा। एफ हो गया गाइस। व्हाई रिस्किंग इट ऑल ब्रो? आई डोंट नो, इट वाज फन। ये मेरा जेट खेलने का मन था, बट इट्स ओके। क्या साउंड है?
Found them.
हील है क्या तेज? तेज हील चाहिए। कमिंग टुवर्ड्स यू। Nice one. Nice.
Stealing sight.
अरे ब्रिम भी है.
Reloading.
हो गया भाई. Nice, nice,
enemy
nice.
remaining.
Last भी यहीं कहीं होगा. AFK चेक करो एक बंदा. ओ भाई.
Spike
Okay,
planted.
beat one. Hello stream snipers. How are you? क्या हाल है आपके? कैसे हैं आप? मैं तो डिले भी नहीं लगा रखा हुआ है, फिर क्यों हार रहे हैं आप? Tell me stream snipers.
Enemy and defender spawn.
और बताओ सुजान भाई कैसे हो? कैसा चल रहा है सब? चल रहा है ना ये जैसी आया है.
Gun here.
Gun here.
Gun here.
ओमन फैंटम की कोई स्किन है क्या? ओमन फैंटम है क्या कोई?
या.
कौन सी है?
टाइम नहीं है.
Revealing area. Cover going out.
ए शावर देखो. I'm going there. I'm sorry. Bless me. कवर देगा क्या कीजिए?
Deploying drone.
Spike
ओके
planted.
ओमन सामने.
Revealing area.
बैक ऑफ साइड चेक करना.
Killed.
One backstab.
Gun here.
From our spawn.
बैक स्टेप है क्या? ये रहा लॉन्ग. अरे आना सेज. अरे छोड़ बैक स्टेप वाले को भी, पहले इसको मार. लॉन्ग है एक बैक स्टेप कह रहा है ये. मार ना घुस के मार. बोलो है
Player standing.
एक बैक स्टेप भी आ रहा है. अच्छा दोनों वहीं पे रहे. कहाँ बैक स्टेप? 20. अरे सेज इतना क्यों डर रहा है ब्रो? आना साथ में.
Eyes up. Scanning ahead.
उधर कोई नहीं है. एक बंदा है यहाँ पर. स्प्रे की आवाज आई. ओमन हेलो. उधर आ गए क्या? उधर आ गए क्या? नहीं बी साइड आ गए क्या उधर? अरे बताओ ना. अरे प्लांट हो रहा है ब्रो. द टीम इज नॉट कम्युनिकेटिंग यार. क्या फायदा है टीम का? रियली डोंट टॉक.
Revealing area.
एफ हो गया भाई एक बार. Yeah. 55 जेट. क्राउच नहीं करती कसम से भाई. मर जाती भाई. लोग बहुत डर रहे खेल रहे हैं यार. सेव कर ले. किसी मर जाएगा. नहीं बच जाएगा। हे सब्सक्राइब करो जल्दी, स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर सब्सक्राइब करो तुरंत। ये रुको मैं आता हूँ अभी, वेट। ओमन वो देगा, फैंटम देगा। तेरा भाई टीजे।
Protect our homeland. Scanning ahead.
ओह पक्के स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर दो। अगर घुस जाए तो बताना, ठीक है? मैं अल्ट पे वो दूंगा, प्लांट पे अल्ट दूंगा।
शॉर्ट।
अरे बी मत छोड़ो।
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Revealing area.
अरे ये रही लैंप्स। नाइस वन।
They demand a fight. Who are we to disobey?
करीना ड्रॉप देगा क्या? ए ओमन मांगना, स्पेक फैंटम मांग।
Thank you.
थैंक यू। नहीं हो रहा है क्या?
Bro, play this round. Next round I can give. Not now, go man. No time, bro.
स्ट्रीम स्नाइप नहीं हो रहा है क्या?
Revealing area. Nowhere to run.
Sage, heal me. अरे Sage revive me. यार कसम से बहुत गंदे स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर हो तुम लोग। अरे कोई नहीं है यहाँ पे वोमन। अरे
Spike planted.
भाई तुम लोग मुझे ढूंढ के मार रहे हो, बुली कर रहा पता है ना तुम लोगों को। नाइस वन। नाइस। तेरे लेफ्ट में देखियो कीजिए, लेफ्ट में स्टिकर। एल्बो देख बस एल्बो देख। अरे ब्रो एल्बो देखता ना सिर्फ भाई, ये फेज ब्रो। आई टोल्ड यू नो, आप स्टिक करो, एक बंदा स्टिक करता। फेज अगर देख रही होती ना केजे अपनी,
वो पिक निकाल गया तो।
अरे ब्रो उसके बाद तो तेरे पास वैसे भी चांस नहीं था। आई वाज लाइक कि एक बंदा स्टिक कर ले, बिकॉज दोनों ही साउंड सीटी से आ रही थी इसलिए, और उठाया भी उसने सीटी में ही था। दैट्स व्हाई आई टोल्ड यू टू स्टिक।
भाई that only I'm telling to KJ that better you would have stick, I would have taken picks, no?
Yeah, KJ was like उसने swarm फेंक दिया, she was busy that only. That's why it was not possible. भाई तुम लोग मुझे ढूंढ के तो निकालोगे।
Shock dart.
Planting.
Spike planted.
Ooh. Nice one. Nice. Right off. ये रही। अरे यार ये लोग बहुत ही ब्रेन डेड तरीके से खेल रहे हैं भाई। हो जाएगा रे स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर अगर कर भी रहे हो ना, दैट आल्सो डजंट।
What do you say, drone?
Doesn't affect.
Stretch your wings.
अरे ओमन इको कर ले। रेना इको कर ले। दो किल पे झूल रहा और ज्ञान दे रहा है।
Revealing area.
तुम लोग देख तो फिर भी लोगे।
Take flight.
पुश मारा था यार, पुशेंगे
अगर पुशेंगे ओके।
Spike planted.
ये शॉट
Right here. Scanning ahead. There they are.
नाइस वन।
टेक स्ट्रक्चर सो
वेट वेट वेट।
Go, someone defuse, go.
ये I'm gonna stick।
One enemy remaining.
लेफ्ट
Defuse.
हो जाएगा तुम लोग।
It is over. Gun here.
नहीं हो रहा है क्या?
Turret out.
तो मॉडरेटर अच्छा मैं उसका मॉडरेटर। हाँ रे मैं मॉडरेटर तो हूँ। हाँ
Scanning ahead.
अरे वेट फॉर देम। वेट वहीं रुक सेज वहीं रुकियो।
Shock dart.
नाइस वन। तीन दो लोग हुक्का में जेट और ब्रिम।
Revealing area.
अरे हक दिया मैंने 40 है वैसे सेज।
Will not kill my
He's reviving long.
Spike down B.
Spike is in mid.
headshot.
Go A. One go A.
30
I
seconds
don't know
left.
ये वाले एक जेट तो बैक स्टैप पे मारना किसी को। I guess रीना को ही मारा था जेट ने। वो पीछे थी।
140 टैग है वो।
तो शी इज लो।
One enemy remaining.
नाइस वन कीजिए बस होल्ड रहे। लेट ओमन कम।
10 seconds left.
Placing sentry.
ओमन प्लांट दे रही वो। स्टिक करेगी।
Spike planted. Last player standing.
लो है ये। लैम्प से जाना ठीक है। और एंटी ओमन स्पेक्ट्रम दियो।
Mine, and I will kill to defend it.
I need the thank you.
सेज के पास चलिए। सेज बाय करियो।
Thank you. I need this.
सेज बाय। अरे बाय हिम।
Only request three.
अरे बाय सेज।
Need a drop. Thanks.
क्या
Scanning ahead. My ult's not ready. There they are.
Enemy spotted B.
Shock dart. Deploying drone.
Spike down B.
नाइस। भाई मैं कितना गंदा भाग रहा हूँ। एक वॉल के ऊपर थी सेज लास्ट। भाग। अरे रेज आ रही है पीछे, केजे हटना।
Spike planted. Last
Bye.
player standing.
भाई क्या ब्रेन डेड है भाई केजे।
A bow and
हद
arrow
भी,
is
अरे मैं बहुत गंदा भाग रहा हूँ भाई।
Sometimes old ways are best.
I see this. वाईटी वाला है ना गाइस, अगर तुम लोग देख रहे हो ना, ये भी पूछ रहे वाईटी वाला इतना खराब, तो क्या सारे वाइट, तो क्या मैं ई स्पोर्ट्स खेलूं क्या?
Revealing area. Found them. Nowhere to run.
अरे एक हेडिंग डैश है।
Guys, what are you doing in elbow, man? Someone watch long.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
तो वो ड्रोन आ रहा है।
Goodbye.
कोई लॉन्ग है क्या?
So come.
Yeah, I'm coming towards you.
Revealing area.
वॉक कर भाई, वॉक कर।
स्पाइक ले गए ये पे।
ओके।
Gun here.
भैया वॉक कर लो।
Spike planted.
On my way. Turret out.
स्टिक करूंगा, ठीक है।
One enemy remaining.
अरे शॉट देखो ना कोई।
You fail. Now flee.
नाइस बात।
Last round in the half.
So drop in.
Here.
Yeah, drop me. Someone drop me.
So
Yeah. तेज हमारी ऑफ कर रही है। हो गया, कर लिया।
Get out of my way.
Scanning ahead. There they are.
अबे मेरे पे लग गया ये, मेरे पे लग गया। घुस रहा है।
Shock dart.
I'm falling back because मैं प्लांट करूंगा।
Enemy spotted.
Last player standing.
Operator.
Spike
You
planted.
will not kill my allies.
सबके सब चले आते हैं।
Switching
यार
sides.
पता है स्ट्रीम स्नाइप से मेरे को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट पता है टीममेट्स हमारे बहुत ट्रिगर होते हैं उस चीज से यार। कि हमारे टीममेट्स ना बहुत ट्रिगर होते हैं उस चीज से। अभी मैं तुम लोग के लिए अगर एक चीज कर दूं, अब तुमने मुझे मजबूर कर दिया, बिकॉज द टीममेट्स गेट्स ट्रिगर्ड, मैं नहीं होता। ठीक है ना, अब करो स्ट्रीम स्नाइप। सुनो गाइस, फॉरवर्ड आया होगा कोई। अरे तोड़ो ना, उससे भाग क्यों रहे हो?
So what did you want?
Scanning ahead.
What?
Wait, I'll tell you. Somebody taking orb. Some peak which.
Quiet now.
Totally some peak which. Even if I go wide.
Imposter kill.
Hey, Jill there.
Used.
Last player standing.
Yes.
Time to stock back up. Reloading.
I will lurk, don't worry.
बाय कर लो गाइस। ब्रो मिल चुका उन लोगों को ब्रो, दे आर स्ट्रीम स्नाइपिंग बेसिकली।
This is where we win.
Revealing area.
Farm is on.
Wall waste mud. Hey, don't break it.
74 मारना। स्पेक्टर डांगी।
Blinding.
भाई अंदर तरह घुसता है भाई। सिगल रहेगा।
Plant the spike. Turn out.
There's camp there only. Camp.
Spikes down.
स्पेक्टर्स हो गए उन पे, ठीक है।
TP हुआ क्या?
One enemy remaining.
Nice one.
Kill.
साइट है। मत जा इजी खेल।
Targets destroyed.
पीक करो।
Last player standing.
हाफ हो चुका है। अच्छा नाइस। स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर्स इतनी देर से स्ट्रीम स्नाइप करने के बाद भी तुम लोग से नहीं हो रहा है क्या? ओके। ये सुनो, मैंने जो बोला ना वो मैं करता हूँ। रुको मैं करता हूँ, वेट। ठीक है तुम लोग। I'll do that.
Scanning ahead. Deploying drone.
HD. खेल दिया तुम्हारी जिंदगी के साथ खेल। रेस 22 ओके। यहीं पे ऑब्रिम मार दिया। बढ़िया प्लांट करो। ऐसे जेटी हो गई, अकेली जेटी होगी यहीं पे। हाँ और एक जेटी है बस यहाँ पे अकेली।
Spike down B.
Easy.
नाइस वन। प्लांट दे। स्पाइक लेके प्लांट दे। हाँ जा अभी नहीं आएगा, एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करेगा वो। हुक्का ही है।
Go on my mark.
TP.
हाँ भाग जा। अरे तू छोड़, तू भाग।
30 seconds left.
फाइट ले मान मेरी बात।
Go sides, KJ. Go.
Fuck.
Cover going out.
शॉर्ट शेयर करो।
Go city.
हाँ बस यहीं बैठ।
inside.
मत देख अभी मत देख कह रहा हूँ मत देख
Last player standing.
क्यों देख रहे हो भाई? फिंच नहीं तो कर ही रहे हैं वो लोग। मार वॉल बैंग नाइस वन। अरे मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, तुम लोग स्ट्रीम स्नाइप तो कर रहे हो,
Let them try to get
मुझे भी देख रहे हो, लेकिन सब्सक्राइब करे बिना स्ट्रीम स्नाइप नहीं हो पाएगा रे। I feel sad about you guys.
कीजिए भाई।
Guys,
Thank you.
Track them down.
KJ, go.
अरे क्लोज आ गई रे, पासिव आ गई थी। बंडल ले ले पेज।
Nowhere to run.
Last player
अरे
standing.
दो लोगों को ले गए, दो लोग मर गए थे। गुड राउंड ओपोनेंट गुड राउंड।
Watch them run when lit by my sonar. That's when we strike.
जैसी भी पूछ लो।
KJ, take spike and camp somewhere, okay? Play split, okay? I and Reina will go A. Sage and Sova go B. Who has spike go B.
We win. We survive.
Play split.
अरे आओ ना,
आधा हो गया तो टीपी एक्टिव।
अरे टाइमिंग, अरे जाओ ना, सिर्फ सोवा अकेला यहाँ पे है। अल्ट मार कीजिए, नहीं अभी मत मार, इको है मत मार।
Last player standing.
कॉर्नर भी नहीं चेक कर रहा है यार, क्या एक्सपेक्ट करता है भाई वो अकेला है वहाँ पे सोवा। ब्रो जस्ट लाइक थोड़ा सोचो खुद से, जब वहाँ पे सेज और जेट और रेज दिखी तो सोवा अकेला ही होगा ना साइड पे।
Are you?
ब्रेंडेड है भाई, सेज भी ब्रेंडेड है अपनी।
Come set. Sage, buy gun, man. No need of martial skills.
Let us hunt.
I'll mute you, easy.
Revealing area.
ऑपरेटर
एक ठिल गया।
सोवा रिवील
सोवा डिप तो है। ए प्लांट करो जाओ, मैं अल्ट पे खेलूंगा।
Clear the site, man. Fast.
Yeah, I'm droning.
Take flight.
Going lamps. Plant. Okay, coming side. मारो ना उसको, एक हेवन है। तो प्लांट कर।
Gun here.
Look at me. I know I am by your side. The drop.
भाई सोवा डिफ चल रहा है भाई, सोवा डिफ चल रहा है, तुमने अभी तक सोवा डिफ ही नहीं लिखा यार।
Bro, come to side, man. Don't stand there. One is enough for backstab. Enter the side.
Bro, I'm not standing. I was droning, bro. I was droning.
Yeah, fine. But say, come with us, man.
Buy me, bro.
I'll find them.
Get out of my way! Placing alarm bot.
Revealing area.
Sorry?
Office.
I'm droning.
Deploying drone.
Cover me from backstab.
Don't enter. I will come from boss.
2 लोग हैं यहाँ पे, दिख तो अभी 2 लोग हैं।
Good attempt.
Don't pick.
हाँ DC हो गया ना?
Right here.
एक ग्रीन बॉक्स है बैक ऑफ साइड। भाई केजे का अलार्म बोर्ड
One
कहाँ है?
enemy remaining.
नाइस वन। ब्रो मैं कुछ यूज ही नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ ब्रो, आई कांट रीलोड। क्या बवासीर है ब्रो, I'm DC'd हो। Bro, this game is shit, and I'm even shittier than I'm playing this game. Trust me on this. क्या चल रहा है भाई? ये तुम लोग भी डीसी हुए क्या? हेलो स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर्स, आवाज आ रहा है? ये बताओ तुम लोग भी डीसी हुए क्या? हाँ अरे पता है तुम लोग स्ट्रीम स्नाइप कर रहे हो, 2-3 लोग बैठ के, आई नो दैट। बताओ ना मेरे को, तुम लोग भी डीसी हुए क्या? इस दुनिया में ठा ए चड्डिया चढ़ा, रफ्तार पे पगड़ा, गर्मी विच सुगड़ा, टिंडोरा टिंडोरा टिंडोरा। ये बताओ ना स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर, चलो डीसी हो रहा क्या तुम लोग भी गेम में? अरे बताओ ना भाई, तुम लोग भी इतना डर रहे हो। दुनिया में ठा चड्डिया चढ़ा। क्या चलता क्या बाकी?
Quick peeks now.
अरे हेलो हेलो, तुम लोग भी डीसी हो क्या?
Yes, man. It was set up.
सेज अभी भी डीसी है? नहीं है। एक एल्बो शावर है।
Placing sentry.
Sage, Revenue.
Turret down. Recalling my bot.
Sage, you have revived.
Throw this fight.
One city.
Spikes down. Last player standing.
Sage killed.
इस दुनिया में ठा चड्डिया चढ़ा। आज थोड़ी जल्दी स्ट्रीम एंड हो जाएगी गाइस बिकॉज ओमन ड्रॉप मांग लिया मेरे से
Just rush B.
ओमन ड्रॉप मांग लिया मेरे से ओमन यू कैन ask for the drop.
Reloading.
Prop man.
Thank you.
We win, we survive.
भाई अभी भी डीसी हो रहा है यार कुछ वो ही नहीं यूज कर पा रहा हूँ मैं नहीं यूज कर पा रहा हूँ मैं कुछ फिर डीसी हो गया ब्रो दिस शिटी सर्वर्स ब्रो
No more. Scanning ahead.
सेवेंटी फोर सोवा ओके सीटी है आराम से जाओ अरे कीजिए
Spike down B. Thirty seconds left.
मन स्पाइक उठा ले जाके बस वापस आ जाना अरे
Ten seconds left.
डीसी
Match point.
Level heads until we're home, yes? Good.
Bro, just plant, bro. I'll get this round, don't worry.
Bro, but we are disconnecting, bro. Don't know why.
Bro, that's a server issue. Yeah, you can spam. Do anything, bro. Do anything, bro.
I will take off.
Come into the unknown.
Wait, leave it. Sir.
Yeah, drop the
Gun
gun.
here.
Fire in the hole!
Where are you, sir?
Fuck his mother.
Spike down A. Last player standing. Defenders win.
स्ट्रीम स्नाइप तो करके जीत रहे हो ऐसा भी क्या है भाई सोवा यूट्यूब कल बेटे स्ट्रीम स्नाइप भी तो करी है तुमने और क्या किया है आई अंडरस्टैंड एएफके का भी नोटिफिकेशन आ जाए ठीक है भाई तो मेरा खेलने का ही मन नहीं हो रहा पता है इधर हो गया स्ट्रीम करते करते मेरे को तो पता भी नहीं है 3 घंटा चला जाएगा आई डोंट वांट टू प्ले टुडे टू बी ऑनेस्ट इट्स इट मेरे को नींद आ रही है मेरे को चलो टेक अ लीव फॉर द डे चलो thank you so much for all the likes and thank you so much to everyone who joined today nice the Edith Finch game was really good I enjoyed it a lot honestly बहुत अच्छी गेम थी चलो stay happy stay humble and remember what excites चलो
My baby, my Valentine, yeah. Girl, are you they make my temperature rise? If you let me, I go die. Yeah.